Alright guys, so I just got done doing unboxing slash review on this sucker right here, the KJW Mark II. I'll leave a link in the description below for that one. And now we're moving on to this one right here, which is the Zoxna Launcher. Honestly, I have actually opened this before, but I mean, you could see what is in it literally right there. There's Allen key and the launcher itself, or the cannon itself, whatever you want to call this thing. But the correct term is the Zoxna Micro or Mini Launcher. You can call it either of these things and it'll probably pop up online. There's not a lot of retailers out there, though I will also, once again, leave a link in the description below where you can purchase one yourself. So, well, open this sucker up. It's nothing too fancy here, honestly. Just a plastic container. Looks like something that you would find hanging on like a Walmart or something. There's not even a manual to this thing. Alright. So, you have an Allen key here. And this is meant to tighten the screws right here on your rail. So, this does get mounted onto some type of railing. So, if you have a pistol, it could go under it. Or even a rifle rails, it could work on that too. You could really mount this on pretty much anything that has rails. Here's the, you know what, I can't even call this a manual, like, let's be real. The material that this thing is made out of is apparently aluminum. The power source is green gas, however, the people from Zoxna have actually used CO2, and this can handle CO2. I have also tried it myself. It does handle CO2 just fine. The capacity is 40 BB, so once you load it in these ports right up front, in theory you should have 40 shots, or not 40 shots, but 40 projectiles flying out at people. Apparently it's 170 to 190 FPS on green gas. I imagine that jumps up quite a bit with the CO2. Which, if I had to guess, I would think like with CO2 it might go to like 300 or something like that. I got a couple of dimensions, nothing too fancy there, honestly, but yeah, that's pretty much everything. Now, I can tell you, because once again I use this sucker a little bit, it is loud. Holy damn, this thing is freaking loud. Yeah, so once you fill it with gas right in this port, which, by the way, if you use CO2, fill it for no more than 1 second. Try not to fill it up any more than that, otherwise it comes out way louder than you would expect. So just like 1, and that's it. Just, that will be more than enough to freaking power this thing for like, well, it's 1 shot, so Also, do not try to hold it with your hand and shoot it like that. The guy at the shop that I went to, because I wanted to show it off, I want to be like, hey dude, like, check this thing out, it's pretty cool. And I had not tested it at that point. He freaking held it in his hand with one. After having already charged it with CO2, and tried pulling the trigger. And because of how, I guess, powerful it is, or the recoil, whatever you want to call it, honestly, the blowback, it came back onto his finger, like it snapped back onto his finger, and caused him a little bit of like a welt or bump, or I don't know, like a minor bruise. Point is you don't want to hold this thing in your hand. You want it mounted on something. Do not try to hold it with your hand and shoot it like that. That is not advised. So you have been warned. As you probably saw me do right there, this is the trigger. Once it's mounted right here, you just simply pull it back and the shots will obviously fly out. To reload it, I guess, all you would have to do is push back that trigger again, fill this thing with BBs, fill this with gas. Once again, if you're using CO2, load it for 1 second. I haven't tested it with green gas yet, but that's what I would recommend, is just 1 second with CO2. And then you're good to go. Once you loaded it with shots, gas, and reset the trigger, which is just as simple as pushing it back in, that's it. I'm gonna be real, this is so freaking awesome. Like, it's tiny. I mean, look at that. Look at that. It's so small, and yet it packs a freaking punch. Like 40 shots, and I can guarantee that if you walk up on someone and you blast them with that, everyone in the area is gonna be like, "What the hell?" Because it was insane how loud this thing was. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe. It'll really help out. If you want to keep up with whatever I'm up to, you can check out my site. Links in the description below for that, as well as my Patreon if you feel like supporting me. Thanks a lot guys, I'll catch you later.
When you lift your head up to the sky, take a deeper breath and give it time. You can walk the path among the lines, but always know that you'll be safe. I'll be here throughout your days. Come find me and we will play.